start anyhow, simply just start. I had this quote recently, and it rekindled my flame. As you've heard, Caroline Momanyi is my name, a nutritionist who loves the world of supplements. My journey as a public speaker began way back before Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram were invented. Back in the day, when a prefect would call out your name and it would be hair-raising, or when you spot a teacher at the corner and it would activate the Usain Bolt in all of us. That afternoon, a prefect called out 2 names, Caroline Momanyi, Joseph Githoi. Head to the staff room. Now. Scared. We walked side by side, arms behind our backs. They were fiddling behind our backs. I thought to myself, what had we done? Were we in the noisemakers list? The teacher stepped out, standing tall, holding 2 pieces of paper. He looked at our scared selves and said, our school is participating in the lower primary poetry contest. The other teachers and I have chosen the 2 of you to represent us. Go home, read the poem, memorize verse 1. Excitedly, we walked back to class and were into the envy of the class. My joy could not be contained as I lighted the school bus that evening. I hopped home, holding the piece of paper tightly in my hand. And just like any happy child, my father could not hear the end of it. Thanks to my magnetic memory then, I was not only able to memorize verse 1, but also the entire poem. Aren't you going to clap? The teacher, of course, was perplexed. And the team knew they had a winner in the waiting. We practiced daily and perfected the art. This little girl with a magnetic memory soon developed 2 sides, courageous Caroline and the cowardly Caroline. This cowardly Caroline would ask, what if I forgot my lines? What if I became last? Supposing I stood there and trembled like a leaf. Yet, courageous Caroline would go, come on, Carol. Who can beat that memory? Anything you lay your hands on glows. Girl, you better get yourself onto that stage. The D-Day, June 9. What do you think happened? The day finally dawned. As I asked, what do you think happened? Did she perform? Did she win? Did she appear on stage? Yes, she appeared on stage after the event was over to carry the seats away on which her fellow contestants had sat. Fast forward, we all look forward to that glorious new job. I mean, who doesn't fantasize on a brand new job? I had all it took, other than a convincing tongue, a characteristic required my day-to-day tasks. After my 1 month probation, was released into the market. First on my list, a renowned professor. I remember walking into the clinic that day, my usual bubbly self oozing. Hi, Winnie. Is Prof likely to see us today? Hi, Carol. Yes, he will after he's done with his patients. Thank you. And I confidently walked to where my colleagues had sat. My chatty self took over, and we were having a conversation like long lost friends. I yearned for someone to tell me what was the experience. I wanted to have that feel. And as if nature conspired with me, the conversation swiftly changed into that direction. He's a great consultant. He is respected. His endorsements are worth a fortune. And wow, I thought to myself, I'm in that blessing. If only I could get him to prescribe my product. Then the real thing came just as I was getting cozy with the positive remarks. He's a no-nonsense. By the way, if you do not know your product in and out, he'll embarrass you. He picks randomly whomever he wishes to invite into his office. Cowardly Caroline quickly came into play. Carol, you look courageous. You look confident. What if he embarrasses you? You think you know nutrition. Supposing he asks you a question and you went blank. By then, Prof had finished serving all his patients in the queue. His door slid open. Out he came with files. He dumped them on a table. He refilled his cup of coffee. He looked up at us, smiled, then walked back in. I could clearly hear several sighs, and before we could take our second breath, his door slid open. Towering above me, with a smile and an authoritative voice, he said, "Come in." Part of me wanted to turn and run, and return only when I was ready. But again, when is anyone ever ready? What was I going to say? How was I going to break the ice? Hey, that was the toughest walk into his office. This time round, I allowed courageous Caroline to speak up. I started at first, but Prof's patience fed my courage. Fear took a back seat, and indeed, I was able to close the deal. Fear has been a gift to me. It has allowed me to empower courageous Caroline, yet keep cowardly Caroline in check. Will Smith once said, "On the other side of fear lies great opportunities for us." Thank you.